How's it going, guys? So, there's this new bundle with some RPGs that I thought I'd go over, and I'm gonna be showing some gameplay from Two Worlds 2, which is the newest one of these bundle games. But before I do that, before I go to the gameplay, I'm gonna just talk about these a little bit. So yeah, you get 11 games for $1, and as you can guess, like, the games aren't most of the games are, well, all the games are very old. Like Two Worlds 2, the newest one, is like 2011, and some of these are like 20 years old. But Two Worlds 2, they're both open world action RPGs, and I haven't really played them enough to really recommend them, but you know, if you're on older hardware, which given the current situation, PC hardware is kind of hard to get a hold of right now. So yeah, should be able to run this on any potato. So Battle vs. Chess, it's a chess game, but then it has like some extra gameplay elements that kind of put it apart from just regular chess. There's this old game called Archon. I think that's the name of it. I played that like way back in the day, but Enclave is the only game I've played for a significant amount of time. It's pretty dated. It's not a terrible game. It's in a fantasy setting, but I wouldn't really call it an RPG. I'd actually compare it more to like a mech game, like Mech Warrior, where you basically choose like a character like a sorcerer or a warrior, and then you outfit it with different armor and abilities, and depending on how much money you have, that determines how strong it is. So yeah, like, even though it's like a fantasy setting, it's like you go on specific missions rather than just a continuous thing. Subterra Core, I don't know a lot about it other than it's like a JRPG. I think it's in a futuristic setting. And then the other games I think are mostly real-time strategy or turn-based strategy. Subterra Core actually got one of the highest reviews of any of these games. It's like in the low 80s, but it's like 20 years old, so I don't know. Gorky 7 is also has one of the, Gorky 17, I guess it's I don't know, Steam, it has 83% positive on Steam. So yeah, it's one of the, probably, I think it's the highest rated game in this bundle, but it's 20 years old, and it's listed as RPG, strategy, turn-based, horror. So, it actually, yeah, it sounds kind of interesting. I don't know, like, I'm not buying this bundle because I already own 4 of these games, but yeah, I think Jagged Alliance is kind of like XCOM, but jankier, not as good. So anyway, let's just go to the Two Worlds 2 gameplay. I was going to do a reshade setting, but I've had some problems getting this reshade working with DirectX 10 games. I don't know if it's... I had this with another issue with another game too, but I actually can't run this in 1440p 60 FPS, so even without the reshade, so there's probably like an old SweetFX setting I could get working for it, but I'm not going to bother with that, so you'll just see the vanilla, how it looks.